G'day guys, back with another round of Scrabble moves. I'm just going to get straight into it. If you haven't watched these videos before, basically I'm just going to talk about my thoughts on my moves and tell you why I make these decisions. Okay, so we've got the start of the game. My opponent has... What did I play that? Moves list. Alright, we'll go back to that one. So I ended up playing print. My opponent's now changed tiles, and this pretty much gives me a opportunity to play bonus. So at any time, if you want to think about the move before I'm talking about it, just go ahead and pause or skip ahead. So I think you have this one called Slanted. There's things from the T, but I don't think there's anything that you can get to the triple line. Dartles is good. So Dartles or Slanted is looking pretty good at the moment. I prefer playing Dartles because it reduces the volatility on the board. So as an example, there's no vowel next to the really hot spot. Oh, well, I'm assuming Sprint is good. Pretty sure Sprint's good. Yeah, so there's no vowel here, whereas if I were to play Slanted, it leaves the vowel here. Now this can open it up for, you don't even have to have the Z or the J. Z or the J is going to get you 50 immediately, 50 or 60. If your opponent has any heavy tiles, and they've just changed, they're probably going to have a couple of really flexible vowels. They can get 60, 70, 80 here. If they've got the Z, they're gonna... If they've got a Z and a bonus, they can get 140 or something completely ridiculous. So we're not going to do that. So Dartles is much better. It also depends on where you are in the game, but this is the start of the game. I'd love to play through this R here, but I can't think of anything. In fact, I'm happy with Dartles. There may be better moves on the board. Let us know. Treadles, obviously, you could play, but that's really it. That's all I can see at this point. Look, I saw Dartles. I was happy with that move. Move on. So there's this huge A spot here, and if I can use it, I might get about 50 or 60. I was really happy with finding Ladhoods in the last turn, so I actually didn't end up playing that A there. Opponents played this. They probably want to use the A spot themselves. Is it worth burning the blank? So the things you've got to consider here is, sure, you could take the A spot, but what is your opponent probably going to do? Now, why did my opponent play, say, not play into here, like a Reich or something, or play for a little bit more? They probably want to use this A spot. I actually don't support the thing where people will just take that spot. But it's not that huge of a spot, really. The board's open; it doesn't really matter. And there's so many other things, so many other places you can score on the board. So, what to play? Is there an IZ Edward? There's not. Like Mortise or something would have been okay. I'm trying to score off with the Z. If I can't do that, what I'm looking at is trying to score the V and the M. Like a Merv or something. I might actually have to resort to playing the MZE here, which seems kind of like a cop-out. But it opens up versatility on the board. It leaves me VRT, which isn't terrible. If I could score similarly for 36, because that's 35. If I could score somewhere else for that much without burning a blank, then I'd try and play it. But for this particular one, I think we're just gonna yeah, I'm happy with this. I'd like to play the V off. It doesn't go well with this Z, but is anything there? Azerty. So if I wanted, here's your fancy word for the day, Azerty. It basically means a keyboard that's ordered in A to Z rather than the normal English keyboards, which are, you know, QWERTY. So we call a QWERTY keyboard. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play this. Now, if I was feeling blocky, I could just hold back the M, because I thought I want to reduce the volatility on the board, but there's so many. I actually want it to be open. If I get, yes, there you go. So I didn't need the S, but, right, well, whew, lots of plays on this board. Yeah. Now, if my opponent doesn't take it, I'm gonna have things. Now, just thinking with the I, there are 4 with the I. Have a think of what they are. You can get the V on the spot, so that'll be where I'm aiming for next turn. There might even be something through here. Elevators, almost. Yeah. Okay. Next game. Alright. So I eked in a win here. Just need to play out the end game. You should always use an end game as a chance to get good at an end game, because there's nothing like being good at an end game in an actual end game. I think Paren is good. Yeah, so I might play. Is this okay? I might play that. Yeah. If I wasn't sure of Paren, I had the option to play just RE for a few less points. That's what I would, if I wasn't sure of it, or it was close and it came down to it, then yeah, I'd play then. Right. This is not a very kind rack. Think. I don't think that's right. Ice way? No. You gotta think of these things. Okay. Can't think of anything spectacular, so I'm just gonna play Yor. This is okay as a leave. You might go, oh look, you've got things. I've got Isham now on my rack. Next game. Okay, so is there a bonus? I don't think there's a bonus. Can I use anything? I can play fixing. Fixing might actually be the better play here. The queue's now out, so it's kind of safe. Refix, infix would have been okay. Not quite happening there. You might be tempted to use the queue, because I mean, sure, it's great, but it doesn't really go well with what's left on your rack. I'm happy with how this plays. Some people don't like leaving. Yeah, like the Q and the X is out. What are you afraid of? Like, if your opponent has a H, you know, they're probably going to get 28 anyway. And this solves your rack. Alright, that was fairly easy. And we're on this game. So, okay. Obviously, I've got a bonus. Yeah, so there's a bonus if you want to pause video. I can't think of anything going down here. I can't, like, so looters, toolers, rootles is the 7. That's not going to help. Retools, I think retools is good. Yep, so I've got a 7 here. I'm probably more tempted to play the, play it down here. Can I play here? So I'd rather play rootless here. It scores a little less. And look, ideally I would have played through that A, I just don't think it was possible. Now the reason to play this is it blocks this my opponent coming with a bonus here, and the board's actually quite blocked now for bonuses. I can take advantage of this, is that I'm now ahead, so my opponent they have to pull out something special. So look, it's not impossible. My opponent could play through the R, the E, and the Z. And the S possibly, but it's going to be difficult, and it just makes it easier for me in the coming turns to make decisions. So I'll play wall maybe, or core, depending on how I feel. Like WAUL, leaving Cane is a great leave. If my opponent opens up, then I can capitalize there. So we're in a fairly good position here. We'll see what happens. Alright, that's it for another round of Scrabble games. We will see you later. Bye.